bubbly. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. What a spin. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Sammy! 95-56, 95-56. Good set.
On first down, Brees. And his first pass is incomplete. A strong safety, Barry Church, all over that one and knocked it away.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Brees on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He'll look to set up his blockers. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
380.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brees. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Dante Fowler in on the stop. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. A strong safety, Barry Church, all over that one and knocked it away. That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock the ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves. Maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. They'll toss it to Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
380. 11, 380. 556, 556. 372.
Now Doug Marrone, with the play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. 380. Hey, 54, Ricky. 56. Mike, 56 right there. Go left. Lucy, Lucy. 56 to 56.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw, it's Breeze. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. Breeze in, and it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running...
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this throw will be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. That ball running right through it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
380. 380. Move. 11.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Fournette on the toss to the right. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Bortles. It's complete to Grant. Past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. To give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Bortles to throw on second down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief, 27 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
5-8, 5-8. Get set.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! That's track!
nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set. Green 80. Set.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Green 80. Green 80. Move.
Again, it's Fournette. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack. Move.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, little 360. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down, Ingram. So we got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. Lucy. Check. Green 80. 72.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Check! 380! Hey, 54, Ricky! Lucy! Move! Check!
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
So right.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Get set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Ingram. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Hey, break it down, let's break it down. 12. Over.
The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Barry Church. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
372.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Throwing now is Bortles. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Breeze gives it up to Ingram. He leaps over him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm. They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
18 yards there and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Breeze to throw on second down. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver them.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So here we go on fourth down with Breeze. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Green 80.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Green 80. Move.
51 to right.
Move.
Twist.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Green 80. Hank. Lucy.
To throw is Bortles. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
372. Lucy. 11.
Here we go on fourth down with Bortles. Open man right side is Sharp. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Running left, it's Fournette. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Green 80. Lucy.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Now Bortles. Looking for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Miles Jack in there to to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Now Breeze. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Green 80. Lucy. 80. Green side.
Now this time Bortles will throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Green 80. Hank.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Bortles now to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief taking it in. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They go play action here on 1st down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Breeze. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Breeze, got to have this one. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Barry Church. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
380. 11. Move.
Bortles going to throw here, and he fires one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
380. Move. Right here. Watch out. Lucy. 11.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's Bortles to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Move. Green 80.
The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles. And it is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Breeze now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Easy, kill, kill.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Try to pound it in at Kamara. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One final try here for Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch.